Welcome to the Bible Adventures Love Science, the show where faith meets facts and curiosity leads to discovery. You'll join our three brothers, Chance the cheetah, Drexel the dragon, and Liam the lion, as they explore God's amazing world together, with hands-on activities and lots of laughs along the way. So buckle up, Bible Adventures. It's time to dive into God's world and discover how science and faith go hand in hand. The forest was alive with rustling leaves, chirping birds, and the occasional excited squeal from the Bible Adventures treehouse. Inside, the three brothers were gathered around a table filled with animal models, magnifying glasses, feather samples, and a camouflage blanket that Liam had wrapped around himself like a stealthy jungle explorer. "Welcome back to the Bible Adventures Love Science," Liam said, popping his head out of the blanket. "Today I'm your expert, and we're going to talk about one of the coolest parts of God's design, adaptations for survival." Chance leaned in, stretching his legs like he was ready for a sprint. "Adaptations? You mean like animals learning kung fu or something?" Drexel, who had taped leaves to his back and was crawling along the floor, whispered, "You'll never see me. I'm the camouflage dragon." Liam giggled. "Well, maybe not kung fu, but God did give animals special traits and behaviors to help them survive. Let's start with our Bible verse. Job 12:7-10 says, "Ask the animals, and they will teach you. In his hand is the life of every creature." This shows us that even animals can point us to how amazing our Creator is. Chance nodded in agreement. "Okay, teach us, Professor Liam." "All right, well, let's start with structural adaptations," Liam said. "Can you say that? Structural adaptations." These are body parts that help animals survive, like a giraffe's long neck that reaches up and gets food, a beaver's big teeth that can cut through wood, and a polar bear's thick fur that keeps them warm. Drexel reached into a bin and pulled out some animal figures. "I brought props! Check it out. A duck has webbed feet." "Perfect," Liam said. "Webbed feet help ducks swim. That's a structural adaptation for water environments." Chance scratched his chin. "So claws, beaks, and fur all count?" "Yep," said Liam. "A bird's beak tells us what it eats. A hawk has a sharp beak for tearing meat. A hummingbird has a long, skinny beak for sipping nectar, and thick fur keeps animals warm in cold places." "To try this in the car," Liam continued, "make your hands into a beak. All right, now grab something with your beak fingers, like you're picking berries or snapping up a worm. Pretend you're different kinds of birds with different kinds of beaks." Drexel pretended to be a flamingo. "I filter shrimp with grace and elegance." Next, Liam pulled out a picture of a white snowshoe rabbit in the middle of a field of snow. "This is camouflage. Some animals change color or have patterns to help them hide from predators or sneak up on prey." Chance looked down at his bright orange shirt. "Yeah, I don't think I'm very sneaky right now." Drexel held up his leaf cape. "Camouflage master reporting for duty." Liam continued on. "Another survival strategy is hibernation. Animals like bears slow down their body functions and sleep through the winter when food is hard to find." Drexel yawned and curled up under a blanket. "Don't wake me up until spring or snack time." Liam continued on. "And there's also migration. That's when animals move from one place to another depending on the season, like birds flying south for winter, or whales traveling long distance to have babies." Chance asked, "So is moving to the kitchen every day at lunchtime a kind of migration?" "Sort of," Liam laughed. "But for animals it's about survival. They move to find food or better weather." Drexel stretched his wings. "I'd migrate if it meant I could follow an ice cream truck across the country." Now let's talk about behavioral adaptations. Can you say behavioral adaptations? These are actions animals do to survive, like a skunk spraying when it's scared or squirrels storing nuts for winter. Chance grinned. Or cheetahs running super fast to catch dinner? Exactly, Liam nodded. Some are born with these behaviors and others learn from their environment. To try something in the car, Liam added, curl up like a hibernating bear. Now, flap your arms like a migrating bird. Now, crouch low like you're hiding with camouflage. Those are all adaptations. Drexel flapped his migrating bird wings so hard that he knocked over all the toy animals. My camouflage failed me. For a simple experiment at home, Liam interrupted, you can try a camouflage game. Cut out animal shapes and color them to match your backyard or a park. Hide them and see how long it takes someone to find them. That's how camouflage helps animals avoid predators. You can also test beak adaptations, Liam continued. Use different tools like tweezers, spoons, or chopsticks to try and pick up small snacks like marshmallows or cereal. See which beak works best for different foods. Chance bounced. I want to be the peregrine falcon tweezers. As the boys wrapped up their exploration, Liam said, Isn't it cool how God gave each creature exactly what it needs to survive? Some hide, some migrate, some grow thick fur, and some have funky-shaped beaks. Drexel nodded. And some just make everyone laugh. That's an adaptation too, Chance said, ruffling Drexel's leaf cape. Liam smiled. Remember, God made every creature with care, including us. He gives us everything we need to grow, thrive, and help others. Thanks for joining the Bible Adventures Love Science. We hope you had a blast, learned something new, and saw just how amazing God's creation really is. Don't forget, every part of science points to our awesome Creator. Whether it's studying the sky, learning about the laws of nature, or exploring in your own backyard, we can see how intelligently and creatively God made our world. See you next time, and remember, God gave you a mind for questions and a heart for wonder.